nothing going on, right? I was looking at this setup, and this is what I was talking about. I said, if, I think last night, I said, if we get a close below this candle, right, which we did, we could look to what am I looking for? Okay, this is what I was looking for. Okay, so we're looking at this, right? I said if price should close below this low here, we look for price to calm down, tag, and then continue. So far, we closed below it here, then price pulled back, and now we're coming down. So if you're a scalper, you could have taken advantage of this, I'm sure, on gold. Yes, so price tagged here, and now we're heading higher, right? I would have loved to see price go lower a bit, go lower to, let's say, this point, sweep out this liquidity. But I noticed something when I was going through, when I was looking at the charts to trade. I noticed, was it Palladium? Yes, this one swept the low, right? The low I was looking for price to take. I noticed it was taken here, right? It was taken on this, giving us an SMT. So if I had seen this earlier, this would have been a very good trade for me, but I didn't get that. So what I'll be looking to do now is to wait for price to, okay, we have two things here. One, we've broken above this, which means price is ready to go back up, right? But we need to see some sort of pullback, right? We need to see a pullback into, this is the only point of interest we have. Not the only point of interest, but we do have this far off a value gap here. And then this 4-hour overlapping inverted fair value gap. Right, so once price closed above this, it gave me a bit of confidence to long gold, but I needed price to, trade back down a bit. We had this, and price actually went up to take this high, So I'll be looking for price to do this, tag here, and then I look for confirmation, right? And then take a trade higher, maybe targeting this high here, right? Targeting this high. What's this high? It's a monthly fair value gap. Okay, makes a lot of sense here. Look at the daily, right? The daily came, tagged this, and we've had this close. So yeah, let's see how price develops here. I hope you see like a pullback into this zone and then continue higher. This will be my first target, right? And then this will be another target after this, right? So this is good. This is good. This is good. This is good. I mean, even if we get price coming down to this point, which I'm not going to rule it out, but if I get price coming back down again to this point, that would be a bit dicey, but it's good, right? It's good. Gold does a lot of crazy shit, right? You can't just rule this out. So far as there's something here to be mitigated and it hasn't been mitigated, you can't rule it out. That's one thing I've noticed with gold. You can't rule it out. You might see price come here, then just give you one spike, pop, down to here, and then continue immediately, right? So you can't really rule out gold. You see this game? I was thinking price would react here, swept the low, continued, right? So we might get something. It's just something to look out for. I'm not saying that's what is going to happen, but it's just a good it's good to have this at the back of your mind, so you know this scenario is also possible, right? Right now I'll be looking to engage price here if I get a lower time frame point of interest. So let's say price comes, sweeps this low, and then I see price starts doing this, right? I'm entering here, right? Targeting this high. But in the meantime, we're chillaxed, we're relaxed, okay? We're not in no rush. Alright, so let's go to EU. Yes, EU is also giving me a lot of crazy things. This is what I don't like, right? This is what I don't like at all. I mean, okay. I mean, we could still see price come down, but I don't know. I'm not taking any trades here at this point because we're like in the middle of this range. I don't buy, I don't sell here. So I either wait for price to get here for me to engage or to the top for me to engage, right? So premium or discount. We don't engage price in the middle of the range. I mean, if you don't understand what I mean, let me show you. Let me just give you, right? So we're here. This is the high. Because we had this. Yeah, that's the low. But let's use this. it's still around 50%. So I'd rather engage here or here than to engage here. Right? So let's see what price does. For now, there's no update. Right? I won't advise anybody to start selling or buying from me. In fact, if you look at this, what's the structure? There's no structure. It's just a consolidation, right? It's only consolidation. The only place I can see a viable trade is here, right? And so far, I've not gotten any indication that price wants to come down, right? So if we get price coming down to this point, it could be worth a punt to take a trade here, aiming for the highs, right? If not, you just have to wait and sit it out. Because if you get involved in this market as it is right now, you're likely to get stopped out. Because, there's no momentum in the markets. It's just choppy price action. Go up, come down. I explained this thing in the weekly outlook, right? I said, looking at how the formations are, the candle formations are on the monthly time frame, we could get July could be a month of consolidation, right? Right. So so far we are in a consolidation, right? Because we are not. This is started on the 2nd, and we're just here. Today is 9th. We're still in one place, right? For me, this is a consolidation, right? Just some big gaps. There's a big consolidation. So we just have to wait, right? There's no need to rush and take trades and then, blow your account or, lose trades and then it start affecting your psychology, right? So it's best to just wait. Trading pays the patience, right? If you're not patient, you're not going to make it big in trading, right? Yeah. So let's just wait and see how price develops over the week. I've not taken any trade this week and I'm fine. I'm not worried. That's because I'm not concentrated on trying to, make money quick and all that. In our previous daily outlook, we were looking for price to take out this low, and now we've broken above this. And I was like, if we break above this, then we need to see price come back down. If price comes back down here, I could look to, take a buy targeting this highs here. Because remember, I said this highs look like serious liquidity that needs to be mitigated, right? And then we also have this zone here, which actually started this move down, right? So price could then come back to revisit this zone, right? So I'm actually in no rush to take trades at the moment. I'm in no rush to take trades at the moment. For day traders, you could wait for price to maybe pull back here, just as I've said earlier. Wait for price to pull back to this other block, and then we look for a simple 1:2. Don't go looking for, something extravagant, right? Look for a simple 1:2. You're most likely to get tagged in this. Your TP is most likely to get tagged, right? Or you wait for price to get to this point, then you go lower, go to either your 15-minute or your 5-minute, and you wait for market structure shift, and you can look to enter. Even there you get more RRs, right? Yes, so that's basically it for now. That's basically it for now. So for AU has been the same thing. We came down to take this low, and now we're going high. But gee, this is some crazy shit. I don't normally forecast this pair. I only started doing it because someone asks, but I don't really forecast it. I wanted to see price come below this. It appears we're using this order block as support, and we're actually trading above there. So don't know. Let's see how it progresses. And NZDUSD, New Zealand. You see, this has been a very good pair. I mean, when you talk about structure wise, it's clean, right? We had the sweep here, price broke structure, came back, tagged here. If you had longed here for 2 hours, right? You have banked some cash right here. You have banked some cash and you'll be set. I didn't want to take this. I'm waiting for the main trade, right? That's what I'm waiting for. That's what I'm saving my capital for. The main trade. Right? So let's see. Let's see how it goes. I'm not going to be shorting here because we are already at over 50% of this range. Right? So shorting here will be disastrous. So there's no point shorting here. You have your zones from this high to this low. Right, so we still have 50% here. So let's see. Let's see how it goes. You have a monthly fair value gap, you have a daily fair value gap. In fact, as a matter of fact, we're creating this so we could do this. The weekly fair value gap. It's monthly fair value gap as well. It's in the weekly fair value gap. Okay. So I mean, if price wants to go higher, this is where we're going to use, right? This is where it's likely to reverse here, and then this newly formed fair value gap. So I would tempt, okay, tempt. So I'll see how this candle develops, right? So if we get a pullback here, just look to trade up to this high and I'm gone. That would be me. Take it up to this high and I'm gone. You know, I'm gone straight up. So that's basically it on today's analysis, right? That's basically it. Thank you for watching, guys. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.